Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a chief content officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the women's division for years to come. I've seen her potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
It sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
If it isn't SmackDown's soon-to-be #1 pick.
Hi, Bailey. Good to see you too.
I'm kind of fed up with the draft, honestly. It's so subjective.
Isn't that the point?
I think the point is to serve certain people's interests, including those in charge. But for anyone who's a real wrestler with integrity, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're a SmackDown superstar who's going to be drafted to SmackDown. Like I said before, what's the point?
It matters to me. Going #1 overall is a huge accomplishment. Shows that management puts a lot of stock in you.
You know what? You're right. You should be proud. Good luck next week.
Well, if it isn't the subject of all those draft rumors.
What do you mean?
Come on, you heard what Triple H said. And it's all over social media, too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 in the draft on Monday.
Since SmackDown has the first pick, you could put an end to all the speculation and just tell me who you're picking first.
My lips are sealed. But I will say that I doubt tonight is your last match on SmackDown. Oh, and speaking of the draft, make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire, and sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Okay, but more importantly, make sure you look good in your match tonight. Can't have my potential first pick losing the week before the draft.
It's the woman who's keeping the draft rumor mills spinning.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Nepal.
That's not a superstar walking to the ring. That is a hype train, and everyone should get on board.
Well, let's just see whether she can take care of business here tonight or if that hype train is going to end up derailed.
It's hype against might here on SmackDown.
Here comes the boat of WWE.
And her...
I know some people are getting tired of the draft speculation surrounding this superstar, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And Natalya has to be careful not to get burned here.
This isn't Natalya's first match against an overly hyped superstar, and often by the end of the night, the buzz is dying down and her opponent is lying down.
In any event, it's good to see her looking like herself again after that strange trip she took as a part of the Beacon.
Jawbreaker.
Wow, what a pump kick.
An atomic drop.
That'll jar your spine.
Another.
They're not done yet.
Hat trick.
Hoisting their opponent up into a sit-out pile driver.
Just a flagrant display of aggression to do something like that.
Double springboard moonsault.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh.
And she's not done yet.
Still no end in sight here.
Natalya failing to offer any resistance here.
I don't know if Natalya can withstand this.
Oh my, devastating impact to the back.
Stops the count before it, too.
She's still in this one. She is slow to get up, and she won't be able to evade what's coming. Suicide!
All the way down to the floor.
That right there was a patented crash and burn.
The decision to go high risk produced no reward.
Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here.
She knew how to evade that.
I like my crush inverted. She goes under the ropes, back inside.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Escape that in a hurry.
Picking up speed.
Oh, Bronco Buster!
How's that for in your face?
And Natalya dodges there.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here. The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
This is the most compromising position she can be in.
She has to find a way to shift.
Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter.
Snapmare takedown. Oh, my. Hip attack. Make it twice. A third time. Can we see it? Oh, yeah. I like it.
It's not even Saturday night. I'm sure you do. Target is set on Natty. She's in peril. Double stomp to the back of the neck.
This has to be it.
2 count. And a victory here tonight.
Here is your winner.
At least for tonight, she absolutely lived up to the hype. Consider all doubts erased.
That's implying that there were doubts to begin with. How could anyone think she isn't worthy of the #1 pick? A win like this is just confirmation. What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
That's right, Byron, and all the rumors are saying this superstar will be staying on SmackDown as the top pick.
Well, it's not official yet, but it would be a solid choice by General Manager Nick Aldis.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. Always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
Simple. I'm not afraid of a fight. I pull no punches, and I won't back down. I guess you could say I'm the bold and brash type.
I should have known. What can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I don't have time for internet gossip. All that matters to me is what happens when the bell rings. But if I go #1, that just means there's a bigger target on my back. But I live for that sort of thing. So just bring it.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling? You ready for tonight?
I'm ready, but I'm actually a little disappointed it's just a draft and I don't get to punch someone in the face.
Hey, it's WWE. You never know. I've got to get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, SmackDown is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the number 1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Nick Aldis got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this, Raw.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with authorities to get to the bottom of it. But Hunter said...
We have a good relationship, so I trust you and Triple H to figure it out. I am curious how a random person could have messed with the Tron, though.
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have just been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
Oh, I'm focused on kicking someone's ass. Don't care who it is.
Perfect. I'll set up a match for you next week on SmackDown, and I'll make sure it's against a local competitor that you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right?
Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
Wow, where did they get this competitor from?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the nearest nightclub, Sensational Starla!
Good God, this superstar has a terrible gimmick.
Better than that lifeguard wrestler Byron once fought against.
Hey, you two...
Here she is, SmackDown's #1 draft pick.
And her opponent from Nepal.
After last week, you've got to think she's looking forward to facing an opponent in the ring rather than someone darting in from the crowd.
And an opponent like Sensational Starla, who, no offense, appears to be here to let SmackDown's top pick make a strong statement.
SmackDown gets a good look at their top pick right now. After the unfortunate events of the draft last week, you'd think our top pick is hoping for a night that's a lot less memorable.
She doesn't really have that luxury, though. She's not just another superstar on the roster. She's had some high expectations placed on her, and her job is to deliver.
Well, I'm hoping she gets the moment she deserves after what happened last week. The draft should have been a dream come true, but one lunatic in a mask turned it into a nightmare. There's the sling blade. Basement drop kick. Has their opponent all the way up. Looks like a
Crucifix powerbomb.
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that.
And off, there's the reversal. Nice handspring evasion. Drop kick.
She's had a lot thrown her way already. She gets bounced into the corner.
They kick the features off their face.
Now she's taking charge in the match.
Starla might be in a panic soon.
Stink face!
The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth.
No. Slingshot crossbody? That was ridiculous. And that takes so much skill to land with such accuracy.
It takes a whole lot of luck, too.
Whip back into the ring.
Getting to her feet here, stumbling into the lion's den.
Springboard! Lariat! And she really has no answer to any of this offense.
Her resiliency is really being tested now. Right into the pin.
Two! A kick out at two.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming. Sit out, pile driver.
Tombstone en route.
One more! Making way toward the top rope.
She is feeding off this crowd right now.
Watch out.
Frog splash.
Starla looks out of it.
Looking for the victory. 2 count.
What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again.
It's the same attacker from the draft.
Where's security? Come on.
I guess she's taking matters into her own hands.
Good, I'm sick of this.
And this time, they're not getting away.
The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Roxanne Perez from NXT?
Why was she doing this?
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough. Sit down and stay there. What are we going to do with her?
We're gonna get some answers, and we're gonna get them right now.
You have no idea.
You better start explaining real fast before I beat the truth out of you.
The new era has arrived.
Is this about the draft? Because Triple H said it was the start of a new era?
It's been right in front of you, but you can't ignore it anymore.
How'd you mess with the Tron? Is there someone helping you out?
Make the right choices and maybe you'll find out someday.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking nobody out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. Roxanne is a little out there, but I don't think she'd do this on her own. There's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
Here's the woman, anxious to upend the unmasked Roxanne Perez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Nepal.
There's an extra degree of intensity in the arena tonight. She heads into the ring not as the top overall draft pick, but as the swift hand of justice.
And I know a lot of folks are watching to see what kind of sentence she can deliver to Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez's opponent is poised for payback.
The Prodigy is here.
And she... Even though Roxanne Perez did not want to respond to questions last week, she has a lot to answer for tonight.
This is about more than just Roxanne, Saxton. She may have been acting alone, but the message being sent tonight is for all of WWE.
And that message is clear. These kind of attacks are over. Now it's up to our top draft pick to make sure that point hits home in the ring.
Oh, crucifix powerbomb. Clearly an attack that very few superstars can perform with such ease.
One right hand, another, and another, fighting out of it.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. Boom.
What a face buster.
These two competitors hoping to represent the SmackDown locker room well tonight.
Well, the best way for them to do that, Cole, is to put on a show. Going coast to coast. Face launch.
Oh, Byron, sit down. You don't want to be in the ring for this.
Don't do this.
This move is gross.
It's humiliating.
Oh.
I know what comes next, and it is awful. It's as bad as you could expect. Lifted all the way up and spiked with an inverted DDT.
That perseverance of Perez being tested by her opponent there.
This isn't anything you can't fight back from. No!
Taking a flight to nowhere.
Paying the price of treating your own body like a human crash test dummy.
Suicide!
DDT! That was nuts. What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed.
That's the kind of attitude you need to take yourself to the next level.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Taking a moment to fire up this crowd and herself.
Engineering!
Hurricane Rana!
It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here. Oh, yeah, I like it.
It's not even Saturday night.
I'm sure you do.
Kick to the gut. This could be the beginning of the end.
Ouch! Perez looks out of it.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Roxanne Perez and whatever this was all about.
Now what? Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Nikita Lyons from behind. What is happening?
And now Roxanne Perez has recovered and is joining NXT's Nikita Lyons. Clearly Perez wasn't acting alone in all this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Nick Aldis is trying to intervene.
Trick Williams with a chair.
And all this goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO part of this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Adam Pearce, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front, but we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said. About Triple H?
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
And it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who can step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from... They're from a rival promotion.
Okay. But how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date. So yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.